foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Set. 180. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You must be. Hey.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie six-rounder from Maryland. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Stafford. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Switch. Zebra. Easy.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check me out. Omaha, remove. Hey. 11.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, watch the slant.
On the ground with the rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Hey, watch the slant. Joker.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Watch a slant.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Shift.
Topper.
Check, hot route. Hot.
Man, don't.
He's coming. We got double up.
61, matchbox, light.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Tight dog. Ford is Mike.
Here's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Drill right, 22.
Check right.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ready. Get up, 20.
Mike 58, right there. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Bring it. Bring it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
53. Ready.
All right, here we go. 58,
Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
58, come on.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Going deep here for Bryant. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Super tough.
They run. Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looked. To be about a yard or so short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
6-6. Pull it high.
Wide, get wide.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. My 40.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down, here's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Man, in all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check. Hold the look, hold. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 20.
Stafford now to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Lions 14, Bears 10. Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready. 280.
59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Open man is Trey Burton. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
It's our time.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Lock in, lock in. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. 18. Rush in. Hey, alert 3. 25, check 25. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
You got him. You got him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
I'm going back to you. Hey. 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Check motion.
Trubisky will throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Alert. 80 weapon. son. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, orbit. 18, 18. Double up. He's coming, double up. Motion, motion, motion.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Look, 180. 47. Coming. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run with White. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Let's go. Alert, 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 alert. Man, don't. Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's bring it.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. He's got Burton here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
40's mark, 40's the mark. It's a party now. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Hey, ball. Can't believe we let you play.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Set. Go 20. Easy, easy.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Monday. Hey, Red.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check. Protein spill.
Wide motion.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Eric Saubert, his 1st touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Motion, I got one. Zero, Mike free.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike, 58, right there.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Being chased out left. Throwing deep for Galladay. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's just me and you. Hey. It's just me and you. Mike, check. 59.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Hey, box drop. Mike, 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Mike, 7.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Gonna let one fly and got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
Here we go again.
Oh, Trubisky gonna throw. It's complete to Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert. You got tight right there. Hey, alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You better be ready.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And under the Lions Lions pressure. He's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Stafford now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Hey. Get that ball. 58 for Mike. 58.
Now Stafford forced out to his, and the pressure gets to him again. Bilal Nichols in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.